Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It was a long weekend. So glad to be here. Come on, let's get this hugging. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. I left my Women's World Weekly home. Sherry Shepherd. It was a great issue. I gotta bring it in tomorrow. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. How was your weekend? Stevie Wonder is in Philadelphia. I know he's coming to Baltimore. He just went to New York and Pittsburgh. He's on this 10-city tour that's amazing. The band, the orchestra, the background singers, everything. Stevie Wonder was amazing. If you can in your lifetime, go to a Stevie Wonder concert. I'm really hoping that in the future, they'll do like a special on one of the channels, Stevie Wonder, when you see him and all the magistry and just everything with the songs. And he has so many hits that you'll leave there and be like, well, he didn't do. But it was an excellent show. Let's get started. I'm going to tell you something. These lawsuits, they're dropping every day. A new one featuring teens, young people, women, men, filing lawsuits against Diddy for his behavior, and he ain't never getting out. They say he hates the prison food, but he's going to have to get used to it because the trial doesn't start until May, and with every single day, new charges coming out. It does not look good. Charges coming out against Kanye West. He wants to sleep with his wife's mother, to her helping him with, different acts against other people. It's crazy. And you just think about a whole musical dynasty just being washed away because of their antics. Not that this just started with them, but when you think about R. Kelly, his daughter last week coming forward with allegations of abuse, but it really didn't blow up, and maybe because Diddy is dominating the headlines right now. But when you just think of the music, when you just think of the era, and it's just sad that this is happening and that it has come to this. There was a report how Cassie, I don't know how she lasted that long. I don't know if it was Stockholm syndrome, but she was helping him procure the workers that were used and the baby oil and what she was required to do and the drugs. And I'm betting that that's something that she will never, ever get over what she suffered. But it was her lawsuit almost a year ago that really opened up the floodgates, and now it seems like every day somebody is coming forth with a story about Diddy. TJ Holmes, I miss him. Oh, Good Morning America 3. Good Morning America 3. People think, oh, you don't like TJ. He had the most promising career, and he really, really messed it up. He was participating in the Chicago Marathon with Amy Roebuck, and something happened to his Achilles, so he had to drop out. I don't think he's going to be running for a minute, but he was led away in an ambulance. Hope he gets well soon. Cam Newton, when he led the Carolina Panthers back in 2015 to the Super Bowl, they lost. And to me, he was just never the same after that. But he was such a colorful figure in the NFL. Left the NFL, went on to do his own podcast, and now it has landed him a gig with ESPN's First Take. He's going to be in the booth with Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith. Can all of those egos handle all of that? It'll remain to be seen, but it's going to be very colorful commentary. First Take, definitely on fire. Never had a chance to meet Wanda Smith, the known Atlanta radio DJ down at V103 Atlanta. She had worked with Frank Ski a few years ago, and to hear her for passing, she was a comedian. She worked down at V103 in Atlanta. She died like the day after her birthday. It was either the day before or after her birthday, but she had made headlines years ago by getting into a very public spat with Cat Williams, but she was known in the Atlanta area for being on the radio, and they are mourning her loss down there. Tyler Perry has given us a first look at Trip at 688. I don't know why I want to say the trip first. It was the story of black women who were sent overseas during World War II, and they were in charge of the mail. And despite facing racism and sexism and disturbing, work conditions, they made sure that those soldiers that got their mail. Kerry Washington is starring, and it's going to hit movie theaters on the 6th. And it's going to start streaming on Netflix December the 20th. Now, Jamie Foxx, in a very emotional post, he did a series of shows in Atlanta a few days ago, and it's going to be made into a Netflix special. And he's singing and he's doing comedy. He hadn't done stand-up in 18 years. And he's talking about what he went through with his medical emergency and how he is thankful. He is filled with gratitude for those who stood by him. I cannot wait until they drop this on Netflix. Now, this is a big question. Will they do it before they release his movie Back in Action with Cameron Diaz? I know that's been pushed back to January, but the Jamie Foxx special is coming to Netflix, and I'm sure everybody is going to be talking about it. It's not cute not knowing. Leave your comments because I would love to hear from you. I know today is like short and sweet, but I had to pop on because I missed you guys after a few days. Subscribe to the channel and then you'll never miss anything. Before I go, there are a couple of things I wanted to touch on. The month of October is huge. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, with everything that we are hearing involving this Diddy case. A lot of people stay because they don't know where to go. A lot of people stay because they don't know how to leave an abusive relationship. They don't know what the next step is. They're stepping out on faith. Abuse is not love. Abuse is not love, and you got to know when to leave. And you would think 2024 we're still having a problem with this. Yes, and some of the victims are getting younger and younger because young girls, it's not cute. It's not cute if someone treats you bad. It's not cute if someone mentally abuses you. You got to love yourself, and it darn sure ain't cute if they put their hands on you, because abuse is not love. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a few months ago, I had shared my story, and I'm going to reshare it. I was one of those women too busy to get the breast exam, too busy to get the mammogram. Then I got afraid to go to get my mammogram, so I needed somebody to go with me, and Dr. Monique Gary, she held my hands, and we went through the entire process. Thank God for me, nothing was found, but it's not the case with many women. We should be doing exams on our breast every time we got to take a shower or bath. You feel something that ain't right, you get it checked out immediately. Don't wait. I've talked to so many women who waited and they're already like a stage 3. Men, you with your lady, you feel something ain't right, speak up and get it checked out. Early detection is the key. You don't have to feel bad. Oh, I haven't gotten a mammogram. Get your boobies checked. Early detection is the key, and you could save your own life. Also, voting, plan your vote. What do I mean by plan your vote? Plan the day. If you work 2 jobs, do you need to go late into one? Do you take off? How are you going to dress when you go to the polls? Because the lines are going to be long. Cut your water intake if you know you got to stand in line for a while so you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I got to go to the bathroom. Don't be wearing high heels if you can't stand. Wear something comfortable, clothing, wear something comfortable on your feet. If you're mailing in your vote, you're voting early, and you're like, well, I don't trust these post office boxes. Well, find out where the satellite office is so you can turn your vote in there and make sure you fill it out correctly. Our ancestors fought and died for our right, our privilege to vote. We don't want to go back. We don't want to go back to nothing. You must vote. You must let your voice be heard. Don't be left on the sidelines complaining about stuff when you could have made a difference and vote. You got to vote, and you got to think of the day. I was talking to someone, and they were like, well, I'm going down to town. And here I go, you're not voting? And they didn't think about that. Oh, I'm not going to be here. And I'm like, that's why you got to vote early. If you're not going to be in town working, you got a surgery, you got something going on, don't let anything interfere with November the 5th. Think about it and what you are going to do. What can you do to make sure that your voice is heard, but it's not too much of a daily disruption of your life? Think about it. Be smart about it, because you must cast your ballot. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture, and I appreciate you guys, whether we got a whole ton of stories or just a little bit. But the message is always there. The notification bell will let you know that we are here. Leave a comment, because I do love hearing from you, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.